Greetings. Welcome to TLDR, Too Long Don't Read, with Marvin Affo. I am an upbeat, creative, and cool guy by definition, but don't blame me, blame your dictionary. I am passionate about teaching and empowering others. I enjoy collaborating and learning new skills to increase my productivity, and I can moonwalk and sing at the same time, but I'm not doing that today. Today, instead, I'd rather tell you about Course Savers, the prototype app that keeps college costs transparent and helps students better manage their school loans and debt. The problem is student debt is out of control. One of the main causes of it is mismanagement of funds. Well, let's talk numbers. Did you know that 55% of students at four-year institutions have student loans? On top of that, out of that percentage, most indebted students ages 25 to 34 owe anywhere between $10,000 to $40,000 in school loans or tuition. But they're not necessarily getting $40,000 service. Take FSU, for example, which has a course map that doesn't really have any interactive features or course history. Or even at FIU, we can see that students are only able to view the bottom line totals instead of an itemized receipt. So you can imagine what kind of frustration, confusion, or stress that could cause for a student like Jaden, who's away from home for the first time. He's only 20 years old. He's never had $3,000 of loan money in his hands at the same time. He's a nursing student. He's struggling with college algebra or Mac 1105. He's unclear about his course path that he needs to take to finish his degree. He's unsure about the costs that come with it. He's worried about how that might affect his credit when he graduates. He's unsure of the major he's in the first place, and he can't really get help from an advisor because they're already inundated with other students. So it begs the question, how might we make college costs more transparent and help students plan their college career finances more efficiently? Well, after Jaden applies for aid, his funds would settle. He could use an app to help him select classes and then even have his funds monitored on some form of an EBT card or credit card. And that's where Course Savers comes in. A student like Jaden can come into Course Savers and view his entire major map and course curriculum that he'll need for his entire 4 years of school. At the bottom, there's a progress bar to let him know he has 12 out of 60 credits completed. This can keep him on track as he moves through his career and then also motivate him to finish. Here in the first box, we can see all the courses he's already completed, as well as courses he's failed, and the cost of that Mac 1105 course, so he knows how much he'll have to save out his financial aid for the future. If he gets overwhelmed by nursing, he can tap here to explore another major, or for now, he can just scroll down to his spring semester, see what's required, bookmark one of those courses to whittle down his options so that it's not so hard for him to find courses for the semester. And as he goes back to the search page, he can hit his saves, view his bookmarks, load one of them into the search queue, select which semester he wants to search for, hit search, and when his results come up, he can even filter them to make sure he only sees classes for 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. He can select Monday and Wednesday for occurrences for the class. And then when he hits search now, his results are refined. And then he can look at Nursing 101, see the details for that course. Again, he's reminded of the price and what it's going to cost him. He can even click on the professor's name and get a quick rating from writemyprofessor.com. He can click on the info icon to see more information about the course and make sure it is the right fit for him. And then from there, notice his schedule is blank. But when he clicks add, it updates and shows him that he now has class on Monday and Wednesday, so he can make sure he has no scheduling conflicts. When he goes on to register, he's once again presented with an itemized calculation of what he'll be spending and a reminder of the total at the bottom. But before he even finally pulls the trigger, he can go into his finances and see exactly what's in his wallet, see how his funds are distributed. Here on this screen, Jaden can see his finances. He can even get tips in case his advisor is too busy to see him. It reminds him he failed Mac 1105. He's got $5,000 for the year. He's going to need to set some funds aside to retake it. And if he either inputs information into the app or if information is pulled from the school in partnership, he can even get an estimate as to what his monthly bills might look like once he starts repaying those student loans after graduation. He can take it a step further and even look at his personal finances monitored by either an EBT card, which limits his spending, or a secured credit card that is funded by his refund check. With that, at the end of his college career, he could even have a credit score to go and purchase his first vehicle. After running the app with a couple of different user testers, the general feedback was that they really liked it because they felt it streamlined their course selection process and kept them aware of what they would spend way more than their traditional college did. In the entire process of building this whole prototype and testing it, I learned that it's important to avoid using ambiguous icons. In the case of the major map icon, at first it was the academic map and it had like a GPS waypoint icon. and people often confuse it for a physical map. Also, it helps to use progressive disclosure. In the newest version of the course map or major map, students are only able to see one semester at a time rather than all, so that they're not inundated with information. My next steps would be to design a list of majors for students to explore, do more testing and research, add debit card and budgeting features, and then also figure out whether this will work best as a third-party app or in partnership with schools. Once again, I am Marvin Affo. I thank you for watching. Let's connect on LinkedIn and stay in touch. Until next time.